So today in class, we're working on getting fractions into the simplest form. And in order to do that, we're finding the GCF, which stands for greatest common factor. So even though all of the numbers you don't really need to find the factor on, I would like your child to list the factors for each number, because that's going to help us later on in the week, okay? Because this week we're talking about comparing fractions. So to find the factors of 20, I'm going to set it up, 20. And I know that 1 in 20 is a factor because 1 times 20 is 20. Okay? And then I just work myself down the line. Will 2 go into 20? And 2 times what is 20? 10. Okay, what about 3? Is 3 times anything 20? What about 4? 4 and what? 4 and 5. Now, if I'm looking at my factors, there's nothing between 4 and 5 on the number line. It just goes 4, 5, 6. So I know that I'm finished with my factors because there's nothing between 4 and 5. You understand? All right, so let's try 100. This is a big one. Guess what? You're going to see the number 100 on your homework tonight. So make sure you're paying attention, okay? So I know 1 in 100. Okay? And now I'm just going to work myself down the line. What about 2? 2 and what? 50. Good. Remember, Miss Prescott likes to think of when I see 100, I like to think of quarters. Okay? So 2 and 50. What about 3? You know what another way I could do it is I could divide. I can go off on the side and do some side work. So I can say 100 divided by 3. And I know that 3 doesn't go into 10 evenly. I would have a remainder, so 3 doesn't work. What about 4? Think of quarters. How many quarters equal $1? 4 times what? How much is each quarter? 25. So 4 times 25. Okay. What about 6? 7? 8? 9? What about 10? 10 times what? 10 and 10. So I know that I can go no more. I know we missed one somewhere. What about 20?
20?
What about 20?
20 times 5.
20 times 5. So 5 and 20. Squeeze that one in there. Okay, so now I need to find my greatest common factor. I've listed all my factors. What's my greatest common factor? Which one do they have in common that's the greatest factor?
10.
Not 10. There's 10, but there's one even greater than 10.
4.
Not 4. 20. So now that I found my greatest common factor, what do I have to do? Divide by 20. Okay? And 20 divided by 20 is what? 1. Remember, I can do backwards multiplication. 1 times 20 is 20. What about 100 divided by 20? What is that? 5. Because remember, I can do backwards multiplication. 5 times 20 is 100. Okay? So when I simplify 20 over 100, I get 1/5. Okay? Good job.